How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Please have a seat. So, can we start discussing about this new project, this tender?
Sure.
Please let me know the status and the updates.
Okay, so there is this one project that a lot of companies are eyeing for right now. What are you planning to do about it?
I really need this project. I need it, or else my company will face a lot of difficulties. Wait, I have one idea. Please receive this gift from me.
No, wait! You asked me to submit the report.
Please put it on my table.
And
Yes, you may go. Okay, please receive this gift from me.
No, I don't think so. This is a good idea.
No, it doesn't change anything between us.
It's
Just-
not that. What if people find out about this?
I will make sure no one gets to know about any of this. This is just between the both of us. Trust me.
Are you sure this won't be
Yes.
a problem?
No, this will not. I will make sure it will not be a problem. Please take this as a token of my appreciation for helping me with this case, this project.
Okay, then. I trust you.
Yes,
It's a deal.
it's a deal. I will make sure that you will not regret this.
Alright.
Hope.
So this project is for you.
Yes, thank you so much. And I hope we have better deals in the future. Thank you.
thank you.
Hi guys!
Hi!
How was your office day?
It was so nice.
Okay, how about you?
You guys not gonna believe it. What happened in your office? I just joined in the company. I was wanting to have a good impression, but today I was submitting my report, right? I went to my boss's office and then I overheard him talking to someone regarding the corruption activity.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
same
God.
same expression I had.
Wow, this is
I didn't expect that.
same.
Oh wait, this case reminds me a case from 2024. Do you guys know there was an JPJ officer? He was quite loud because he receiving bribes amount up to 3,300. I think so. Yeah, it's really good. In 2 years, maybe it's a lot.
Saibullah Zaid Abdul Halim, 46, Assistant Enforcement Officer at JPJ Pulau Pinang. Charged on 12 June 2024 with 5 counts of accepting bribes totaling 3,300. The bribes allegedly paid by a company director to influence the JPJ enforcement. Money was transferred via bank into the JPJ officer's wife account. Alleged offences occurred between October 2017 and March 2018. Charges under Penal Code 165, Civil Servant Receiving Gratification. Saibullah pleaded not guilty at the first court of hearing. Bail set at 8,000 and the officer required to surrender the passport and report monthly.
Same. I remember reading about this case on the newspaper, online or somewhere on the internet. It was said that there was around 5 charges against him, and also he could be jailed up to 2 years or more, or fined, or even both, And I feel like this is a good punishment, considering what they are doing. Also, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like the corruption cases are very, it's increasing in our country these days. And I feel like a lot of people are not, educated well enough to understand the consequences and also the effects that this kind of activities have to the country, in the long run. Yeah.
I actually agree with you because, honestly, this is very bad. I don't know why people are involved in such activities nowadays.
Yeah.
We should immediately stop.
Yes. And the authority, people with authority should actually start to do something. They are doing right now, but I feel like there should
Stronger,
be, yes, there should be more,
Yes, these issues may affect public trust a lot. First is loss of confidence in enforcement agencies. When JPJ officers accept bribes, the public starts to believe that officers are corrupt and unreliable. The second is perception that laws are not applied equally. People feel the system is unfair because some can pay their way out of punishment. And third can be declined trust in government transparency. Corruption at the enforcement level makes citizens doubt whether government can protect public interest. And fourth, the last is public becomes willing to cooperate with authorities, which is citizens may hesitate to report crimes or follow rules when they think officers themselves are dishonest.
Yes, I totally agree with you that corruption affects public trust. But did you know corruption also has a significant impact on the country's national development and policy implementation? As for the national development, I believe that corruption can actually slow down the country's development due to misallocation of public resources that eventually leads to inefficiency. In this case, the money that was supposed to be used to support proper enforcement work and improve public welfare eventually ended up in an officer's hand as a bribe. When the bribe is received, the officer's time, authority, and government resources shift from being used to ensure road safety to becoming a personal gain. Even though this might not sound really serious, because the total bribe received in the case was just 3,300 ringgit, however, the more and more cases like this happen, the more resources that can be used to improve public services gets taken away. Therefore, that's why I believe corruption can actually slow down a country's development. Next is in terms of the policy implementation in a country. Rules, regulations, and policies do exist as a guide to how a country should be run. However, the effectiveness is based on how these policies are enforced and implemented by the controlling authorities. For example, related to this case, policies related to road safety, vehicle regulation, and a lot more should be implemented consistently and honestly by the officers. However, when the officer receives a bribe, these policies are not implemented accordingly, leading to conditions such as unsafe road and also vehicle conditions. This might also increase the accident rates in our country. Therefore, I believe corruption is really bad because it can affect a lot of people and also our country politically, economically, and socially.
How religious institutions encourage integrity. Teach that bribery and corruption are wrongful and sinful. Promote honesty, justice, and good character. Build self-discipline to resist temptation. Also, create fear of punishment and believe in reward for good deeds. Lastly, use religious leaders as a role model for integrity.
In the family, we learn our first core values. Parents are our first teachers. It's important that they lead by example. At home, children should be taught to always tell truth and admit their mistakes. When we face the consequences of our action, we can improve our behavior and we can become more responsible. Families must also make sure we don't normalize corruption, not lying, not cheating, not using any shortcut ways. When we practice these values at home, family play a major role in preventing corruption and building integrity in the next generation.
There are many ways that educational institutions such as schools, universities, and colleges can do to help raise awareness on the corruption cases that are happening these days in our country. For example, universities can have seminars by inviting people with authority, such as the officers from the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, and also police officers. They can educate and inform the students about the cases that are going on these days, and also the consequences of engaging in corruption activity. What are the negative effects that will be inflicted onto an individual and also onto the country in the long run. Other than that, schools should have campaigns that are themed anti-corruption or corruption, so that the students can be updated about the statistics of these cases in our country and also be more educated on these topics. They will know that there are always consequences that comes together with their actions, and they will be more responsible in what they are doing, and they will also be educated to take accountability of their actions.